going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. We've got plenty of action lined up today. The college hoops card is solid. I've got a few plays on the board there. My $15 play of the day. I got a 5-pack. I got a blowout winner. And I've also got an early play as well if you catch this early enough. Also got an NHL power play on the board as well. So make sure that you jump on board. I got my NCAA tournament pass if you're looking to bet college hoops. I have that basically for less than the price of a monthly pass. It's going to get you access to every college hoops play I make. Moneyline dogs, favorites, conference tournament plays the rest of the way. Smaller tournaments like the NIT, the college basketball crown, stuff like that. Also have my MLB season pass up at a reduced price. And I'm going to have an NHL playoff pass on there as well. But like I said, this is a great time to jump on. Use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. But we're here to talk about an 11-game NHL card for Tuesday. Lots of solid matchups, some tricky spots, some value spots we're going to take a look at. Let's not wait any longer. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from the TD Garden where the Boston Bruins take on the Florida Panthers. And, I could understand, if this was the old Boston Bruins looking for some playoff revenge, maybe, just maybe, they come out and give the Florida Panthers a hard time. But now we're starting to see with all the moves that the Bruins made that this is a team that looks like they're going to start rebuilding, and it's crazy. Brad Marchand facing his former team. I never thought I'd say that, especially when you look at the Florida Panthers on the other side. But still, that's kind of where these two teams are at. I think the Florida Panthers are just a far better team in far better form that are actually looking like they're going to be playing for something. The Boston Bruins are fading fast. I think Boston's in some trouble. Give me the Florida Panthers in regulation in this one. Now we go to the Prudential Center where the New Jersey Devils take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, I've said it time and time again for anyone who will listen. When we talk about this team, I'll back this team at home a lot of the time, no problem, because they are really good at home this season. On the road, though, they have 11 wins in 33 road games, a 33% win percentage. At home, they still have 20 wins in 30 games. So like I said, you can see the split to where it's a lot easier to back Columbus at home, but on the road, not so much. And the favorite in this matchup has won 21 of the last 26 meetings between these two teams. Minus 160, kind of on the fringe of where I want to lay, a money line price with a team, but I'll do it with the New Jersey Devils here. Given the form of the Blue Jackets on the road this season, give me the New Jersey Devils on the money line in this one. Now we're going to the PPG Paints Arena for a matchup between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Vegas Golden Knights. And if you've known the Wraparound, if you've watched the Wraparound, you know where I'm going with this one. Even with the Golden Knights on the road, every time I go to give the Pittsburgh Penguins the benefit of the doubt, they let me down so hard it's not even funny. The Pittsburgh Penguins are just a dumpster fire, a team that I think are going to start selling in the next year or so. I think they're going to start tearing it down. It wouldn't surprise me if they offloaded Sidney Crosby at some point to try to give him a chance to finish his career with a contender, because I don't think it's going to be the Pittsburgh Penguins the rest of the way. I'm going to take the Vegas Golden Knights to win this one in regulation. I'll put something on the Golden Knights puck line as well. I just think this is two teams headed in two different directions here. Now we head to the Wells Fargo Center for a matchup between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Ottawa Senators. And I tried to get there with the Philadelphia Flyers as a home dog because I don't love backing the Ottawa Senators away from home. But the fact of the matter is that the Ottawa Senators are playing the better hockey right now. They've won for their last 5 games, while the Philadelphia Flyers just can't seem to get out of their own way. They've lost 4 straight games during this homestand. They've scored 1 goal in 3 straight home games as well. Like I said, I just feel like the Philadelphia Flyers a little bit of trouble here, and I think there's a reason that despite Ottawa's form on the road this season, that they're favored in this matchup. I'm going to lean towards the Ottawa Senators on the money line at the reasonable price. Now we go to the Lenovo Center where the Carolina Hurricanes take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And, this is going to be a fantastic matchup. And the Carolina Hurricanes are at home, so, it's hard to really go against them here. I'm not necessarily going against them because I do think they'll be able to hold the Lightning in check in this game. But despite being on the road and only being 14-14-2 on the road this season, the Tampa Bay Lightning are no slouch either. And they've been red hot. They had a bit of a clunker in their last game against the Boston Bruins, getting shut out 4-0. But in this matchup, I got to roll with the under in this game. It's been a dominant trend between these two teams. The last 26 meetings between these two teams, the under is 19-5-2. You have a top-tier goaltender in Andrei Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the more underappreciated goaltending rooms in the NHL for the Hurricanes, with the likes of Frederik Andersen when healthy. Peter Kochetkov has been evolving as well and been a solid piece for the Hurricanes as well. So I'm going to roll with the under between the Lightning and the Hurricanes. Now we're going to the XL Energy Center for a matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the Colorado Avalanche. And another matchup where I like the matchup here for Colorado. I just haven't been a big fan of the Minnesota Wild as a home team this season. And I'm not really concerned with the back-to-back for the Avalanche here after taking on Chicago on Monday night. Colorado 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between these two teams, 5-0 in their last 5 trips to Minnesota. It's a bit of a steeper line. I think the line has started to move up towards -170, so maybe a regulation play instead of the money line, but I'll still stick with the Avalanche on the money line in this one. Now we're going to the Candlelight Arena for this matchup between the Winnipeg Jets and the New York Rangers. This should be another fantastic matchup and maybe a little bit more of an underappreciated or underrated matchup on Tuesday's card. But I'm going to take a shot here with the New York Rangers. I just think that they are a better team than their record would indicate at this point. They're still 31-27-6. So if you combine the losses, they're 31-33 on the year. But they still have a world-class goaltender in Igor Shesterkin. And the home team has not had success in this matchup. The road team 4-0 in the last 4 meetings between these two teams. And Winnipeg won in New York back on November 12th. 6-3. I think the Rangers have a chance to get some revenge here. The Rangers 8-1 in their last 9 to the puck line as underdogs. The road team, like I said, 4-0 in the last 4 head-to-head. I'm going to take a shot here on the Rangers plus the 1.5 as well as something on the money line as well. Now we're going to the Honda Center for this matchup between the Anaheim Ducks and the Washington Capitals. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think that the nice little underdog run for the Anaheim Ducks is coming to a close. We're starting to see this Anaheim team regress to back to looking like the Anaheim Ducks of old, where they've really just taken some tough losses as of late. Now, they did get the win at home over the New York Islanders in their last matchup, and I'm not taking that away from the Ducks, but they are still just a 500 team in their last 10 games. If you shorten up the sample size, just 3-5 in their last 8. They're not doing all that well, and now they take on a Washington team that has a 70% win percentage on the road this season, 21-7-2. They're coming off of back-to-back home games, and they're on a West Coast trip now, but I still think that the Capitals are the better team by a fair margin in this one. I'm going to take the Capitals to win this game in regulation. I might put a little bit on the puck line as well, plus 125. Now we head to Rogers Place for a matchup between the Vancouver Canucks and the Montreal Canadiens, and I think this is a favorable betting spot for us. The Vancouver Canucks less effective at home this season. I've said it time and time again, to the point now where the numbers are there to back it up. I mean, the Vancouver Canucks are the 3rd least profitable home team in the NHL this season because they are constantly overvalued at home, but this is not the same Vancouver Canucks team that had a ton of success on home ice last year. Meanwhile, Montreal, not necessarily known for being a great road team, they have a decent road record, 14-15-2 away from home this season, but they are 9-4 straight up in their last 13 games as a road dog. They are having some success away from home, and I think Montreal is going to be serious about making this playoff push now. They're getting themselves sort of back on track. They've lost the first 2 games of this West Coast road trip, but I think they get back on track here. I'm taking the Montreal Canadiens on the money line in this one. Now we head to the Crypto.com arena where the Los Angeles Kings take on the New York Islanders. And again, just a favorable matchup, a spot that I like to bet on. I'm going to be taking the Los Angeles Kings at home in this one, as I have for the better part of the season. If you've watched the wraparound, you know my sentiments. The Los Angeles Kings have played 62 games to this point, meaning they have 20 games left, including this one. 14 of those games are going to be at home. 70% of those games down the stretch are going to be at home, where they are 20 3-4 at home this season. 20 wins, 3 regulation losses, 4 OT losses. So they picked up points in 24 of their 27 games at home. That's why I'm going to also have a futures bet on the Kings to win the Pacific, because I think if they can keep up this pace at home, they're going to be picking up points left and right and can definitely sneak up in the division. But anyways, that's down the road. The Islanders right now, they made the trade. They got rid of Brock Nelson, and that to me just tells me this Islanders team is looking towards the future. They are rebuilding. Yes, they've won 4 of their last 6 games and have picked up some nice wins here and there, but 3 of those wins against teams that are reeling: the Nashville Predators, who have struggled on the road, Boston and San Jose. The Winnipeg win was nice, but in the end, I just still think that the Islanders are up against it here. Give me the Los Angeles Kings to win this one in regulation. And our final game on Tuesday's card takes us to the SAP Center, where the San Jose Sharks take on the Nashville Predators. And there are not many teams that I will fade or not fade the San Jose Sharks with. And one of those teams is the Nashville Predators, who I just do not see as a viable option in any way, shape, or form as a favorite, especially on the road. I get it. The San Jose Sharks are probably the worst team in the NHL this season, or at least one of them. But the most disappointing team by a mile are the Nashville Predators, who are the least profitable team overall and on the road this season. They are 7-20-4 on the road this season. 7 wins for a Nashville team that was getting all this fanfare for all the moves they made in the offseason. Jonathan Marchessault, Steven Stamkos, all the moves that were made. They have won 7 road games out of 31 played so far. It's horrible for the Nashville Predators. This is one of the most disappointing teams, at least for me in recent memory. Now, we backed the Sharks twice against the Preds, and the Preds came back to win both those games, early in January. Remember, I think the Sharks were up 5-1 in one of those games, and the Preds came back. I don't care. I'm still going to keep fading the Nashville Predators in this matchup. Give me the San Jose Sharks on the money line in this one. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Make sure to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys.